Animals don't dominate the planet. They belong to it. They take what they need and nothing more. They shape the world without trying to own it. The real lesson of a world without humans is not that animals are better. It's that Earth never needed a ruler at all. It only needed balance. And once the noise of human ambition fades, that balance returns, quietly, relentlessly, and forever. Animal populations reach levels unseen in recorded history. Extinction slows to a near halt. Evolution resumes its slow, patient work without interruption. Earth does not become peaceful, but it becomes balanced. Predation exists, death exists, but destruction without purpose ends. And in this world ruled by animals, something important becomes clear. Ruling does not mean controlling everything. It means existing in harmony with the system that supports life. Over centuries, humans become myths. Bones buried under collapsing buildings, satellites falling from orbit like shooting stars, burning up in the atmosphere. Our languages disappear, our stories fade. What remains are shapes in stone and metal, slowly swallowed by forests and oceans. Nature doesn't remember us as rulers, it remembers us as a brief disturbance. The planet, after 100 years without humans, is unrecognizable. Continents are greener, oceans are louder with life. Elephants create paths through forests that smaller animals rely on. Wolves maintain balance without understanding what balance even is. Some animals become symbols of this new world. Gorillas expand their range, exploring abandoned human spaces with intelligence and caution. They do not conquer cities, but they pass through them like curious travelers, leaving marks of presence without destruction. Birds nest in stadiums. Owls hunt in subway tunnels. Life adapts to structures not as tools, but as terrain. Nuclear plants melt down and poison small regions, but nature adapts even to that. Life always finds a way. Forests absorb carbon at an astonishing rate. The air clears, the climate stabilizes slowly, undoing centuries of damage. The question of dominance changes meaning. There is no single ruler of Earth. No animal builds empires or cities. Instead, power exists as a web. Predators keep populations in check. Herbivores shape landscapes. Insects pollinate plants and recycle death into life. The oceans change even faster. Without ships, oil spills, or industrial fishing, marine life rebounds dramatically. Coral reefs recover. Fish populations explode. Whales reclaim migration routes that were once deadly corridors of noise and steel. Sharks dominate coastlines without fear. The seas, once exhausted, become vibrant again. As decades pass, human structures collapse entirely. Bridges fall into rivers. Skyscrapers crumble into artificial cliffs that birds and bats call home. In Asia, tigers reclaim forests that were once fragmented by roads and cities. They move silently through abandoned towns, unseen but present, shaping the ecosystem by controlling prey populations. In the Americas, bison herds grow massive once again, reshaping grasslands through their movement. Wolves regulate deer numbers, allowing forests to regenerate naturally. Beavers engineer waterways, creating wetlands that support thousands of species. The land reshapes itself without human planning or permission. Bears roam highways, feeding on abandoned food stores before turning back to forests that are rapidly expanding. Without hunting, trapping, or habitat destruction, populations stabilize naturally. Weak animals don't survive, but strong ones thrive. balance begins to return. In Africa, the absence of human interference allows ecosystems to explode with life. Elephants tear down the last remnants of fences, opening migration routes that were blocked for generations. Lions expand their territories and reclaim dominance over vast landscapes. Cities, once symbols of human dominance, transform into something new. Plants break through cracks in the asphalt. Vines climb glass towers. Trees root themselves inside office buildings where sunlight now pours through shattered windows. Rain collects where drainage systems no longer work, creating ponds that attract insects, birds, and amphibians. Within a year, the world feels less like a ruin and more like a rebirth. As time passes, predators move closer. Coyotes and foxes enter suburbs first, cautious but curious. Wolves follow soon after, reclaiming territories they were pushed out of centuries ago. Nature doesn't stay frozen for long. Within days, systems humans built to control the world begin to fail. Power plants shut down, fires break out, fences weaken, and slowly, animals begin to move. Dogs escape into the streets and form packs, driven by instinct older than obedience. Cats climb rooftops and hunt birds without competition. Rats multiply at an explosive rate, filling underground tunnels, subways, and abandoned buildings. Pigeons dominate the skies, no longer chased away from plazas or stations. Highways become migration corridors as deer wander freely across concrete that once killed them by the thousands. Imagine waking up one morning to a world that feels strangely quiet. No engines, no sirens, no voices echoing through cities. Just wind moving through empty streets and birds calling from places they were never seen before. At first, nothing dramatic happens. Buildings still stand, roads still stretch across the land. The planet looks the same. But beneath the surface, something enormous has already begun. Because the moment humans vanish, the balance of Earth starts to shift. Animals don't celebrate our disappearance. They don't even notice it at first. Domesticated pets wait by doors that will never open again. Farm animals remain in their pens, confused but alive. Zoo enclosures stand locked, holding creatures that have spent generations separated from the wild.